The absolute single most important thing you have to do in order to get taller is to... Good morning, everyone. So I just finished up a call with somebody in the Brotherhood, which by the way is linked in the description below. And basically they were asking me, how do I grow taller? I believe right now he's 5'5" at 17. And it's something that's like plaguing his mind. He's really worried that he's gonna be short for the rest of his life, and he's asking me, how do I get taller? So this is gonna be the official guide for how to get taller. If you're anything below 20, so let's say like 13 to 20, you need to be bulking during this time. Forget about the whole lean is law thing. I'm gonna need you to forget about the whole looks maxing thing. I'm gonna need you to forget about all of that shit. All right, you can look pretty later in life. Like if you wanna maximize your looks, get a sharper jawline, look the most attractive that you can do that later in life. But your height, you only get one shot for your height. And if you try to like maximize how angular and how sharp your face looks right now, is that really gonna matter in the future when you feel short, when you are short? No. So it's better right now to maximize your growth than it is to try to maximize your face. Because you have to remember, when you're trying to like chisel out your face, when you're trying to get like a six-pack and you're young, what you're literally doing to yourself is you are malnourishing yourself. Like you are not giving yourself the proper nutrients, and you're not giving yourself enough nutrients to grow. You're not giving your body the fuel to grow. Because what does bulking help us do? It helps give our body fuel in order for us to grow. Because without that fuel, how is our body supposed to grow? It needs as much nutrients and it needs as much calories as it can possibly get to maximize growth. So why risk it by trying to stay lean when you can get big and bulky and grow taller? So if you're obsessed with getting taller, like you're sitting there and being like, okay, I will do whatever it takes to get taller. I don't care what it is. You need to bulk. Like that's the end point. Like that is without this step, nothing else in the video matters. I'm telling you that right now. So if you're not willing to bulk, if you're not willing to put on size, if you're not willing to eat clean foods to maximize your growth, give up with this whole notion that you're obsessed with being taller, because you're clearly not, right? You're obsessed with looking as good as possible, which is in its own right, that's fine. But don't lie to yourself and be like, oh yeah, I'm obsessed with growing taller. I have to get taller. I have to get taller. If the bulking part is the thing that's going to push you away from it. Because you have to think about it. Your body needs as much energy as it can get to grow taller. It's like if you had a tree and you water it, is it better to give it the least tiny bit amount of water that you can give it, like a tiny little thing? Or is it better to give it just like enough water, like a little bit more than enough? You don't want to drown the tree. Like we don't want to get overweight, but we want to give it enough, if not a little bit more, right? So it's the same thing when it comes to bulking. We don't want you to dirty bulk. We don't want you to just eat whatever's in sight, We want you to eat clean, good foods in a calorie surplus. Now, of course, you could do the little autistic details of like being like, okay, I'm going to track everything I eat in MyFitnessPal. I'm going to make sure I'm always eating more, which by the way, completely valid. That is what I would recommend. That is the best way to do it. However, if you're a beginner and that's a little bit too advanced for you and you don't really want to track all your food all the time, something you could do is always just try to eat a little bit more. So your mother makes you food, eat a little bit more. You can go eat a whole pack of pasta, eat the whole thing. Like just don't be eating ultra processed foods. Like don't be eating like McDonald's, KFC, this type of shit and expecting to bulk. Because you have to remember that those foods, first of all, shit for your body. You're giving your body shit nutrients. So that's not really going to help you that much. But you also have to remember, it is a lot easier for you to overeat if you're eating a lot of processed foods than it is if you're eating a lot of healthy foods. But it's easier to grow more effectively if you're eating a lot of good foods and less processed foods. I have the 70-30 rule. You eat 70% clean foods and then 30% whatever you want. A lot of you guys have small appetites. One of my clients, he has a terribly small appetite. But what I recommended to him, what I would recommend to you guys is always have snacks with you, right? A granola bar, something like my favorite type of granola bars. They're literally this small, like this thin and this small. You can literally take them wherever and they're 250 calories. You take 2 of those with you to like school or work or something, bro, that's 500 calories. So easy. And they're protein bars. And even if like, let's say for example, money is an issue for you, bro, eggs, bananas are so cheap, 79 cents a pound, at least where I'm at. Like that's dirt cheap. You take 3 bananas with you to school, that's 300 calories. That's like no issue. Peanut butter, Dollar Tree. There are ways that you can get like calorie dense food so you can eat. If you're the type of person who's like a hard gainer, who like has a very small appetite, who feels like bulking is really hard, try to eat like little snacks throughout the days. That is more effective than you having to sit there with like a big ass plate of food, because that big ass plate of food, you probably can't finish it. You're probably sitting there like, man, this is, and then you just start eating a little bit and then you leave a lot. But if you like snack throughout the day, bro, I used to have a reminder on my phone. Like, I'm being so serious. I literally used to have an alarm on my phone, and that alarm would be set, I believe, like every 30 or 20 minutes, and it would just simply say eat. And I would eat. And then when school lunches came around, I would have honestly, I would try to get as many milks as I could get. I would try to get chocolate milks, I would try to get normal milks, because a lot of people, they don't drink their milk at school. It's disgusting or whatever, but I didn't give a fuck. But I wanted to get taller, I wanted to get big, I wanted to like put more strength in the gym. So I was like, hey, can I have your milk? Like, I don't give a fuck. And it's just little things like this that can really help you maximize your bulk and make it easier for you as well. The way that I'd like to think about it is like, have this new mindset reframe that you're a fucking bear now. Like, you're gonna eat everything in sight. You're gonna eat everything in sight. Everything you see, You're gonna eat as much as possible before hibernation, which is like sleep. Eat as much, and then go to sleep. Brings me on to the next thing, sleep. Sleep is very crucial for getting taller, right? Sleep is where your recovery happens. Sleep is where you grow. Whether you're working out, whether you're just existing day to day, sleep is the most important part of growth as well. Sleep and bulking are like interlinked. Like, I would say, if I could only give you 2 tips, which I'm not, there are more tips that you have to watch, but if I could only give you 2 tips, it would be bulk and sleep. Those 2 help you get taller. Like I said, sleep is for recovery. So 8 to 10 hours minimum if you're serious about growing taller. If you're a bullshitter, sleep however the fuck you want, you're gonna get suboptimal results. If you're serious about getting taller, 8 to 10 hours of sleep, make it happen. I know it's difficult. I used to go to school as well. I know it's really difficult, especially with the way that the shitty ass education system is set up, where like you have to wake up at 6 in the morning just to get to school at 7. Like, there have been studies showing that that's like so detrimental to a teenage mind. Like, teenagers need you need more sleep as a teenager than you do at any point in life. Like, like being a teenager is your prime growth. When you're a teenager, you need to lock in on the sleep. There are plenty of things that can help you sleep as well. Magnesium, I'd recommend taking that. That makes your deep sleep more effective. Ashwagandha, that'll help as well. The next thing that I'm gonna say is weightlifting. It's not as perpetuated as much as it used to be, but there has been a huge lie going around throughout generations saying that lifting weights will stunt your growth. And the theory behind that is, if you lift something heavy, it'll like you're compressing yourself. But if we take a second to just think about that, that doesn't make any type of sense. Like, you don't compress yourself. In between each joint, there's like a filling, like a little jelly filling in between each joint of your spine. You can't compress that, or else you will literally like something will shatter and you'll be paralyzed. Like, that's not how that works, unless you're literally squatting every single day with the heavy ass bar behind your back. So studies have shown that in order for bones to grow, they need more musculature support, right? Meaning, the more muscles that you have on your frame, the easier it is for your body to support new muscle growth. And also, your body needs to like build more muscle. Needs to build more bones to support that added muscle. Because think about it, you go ahead and put 10 pounds of muscle, now your body is like there's a new load onto your body. So now your body has to like essentially like strengthen your bones and grow them a little bit, so that way it can support the new muscle. Muscle building has also been linked to testosterone raises. Like, your testosterone does raise over time. So also, the gym will lead to like you wanting to be healthier and you becoming healthier. And anything to maximize our health and maximize our way of living will also help us grow taller. So for example, you go to the gym, now you want to learn about clean bulking, now you want to learn about like proper food intake, and now you want to learn about your micronutrients, now you want to learn more how to get healthier, you want to start doing cardio so your heart health is good. All these things are good for your height. Like these things are not detriments to your height, they will help you grow. Now, this is a piece of advice I haven't seen anywhere. Like, nobody has ever talked about this, and I don't think anybody will talk about this up until this video is uploaded, so keep it in mind. I call this manifesting with milk. What does this mean? You can't watch this video and follow these steps and not believe that it's gonna work. Like, you cannot follow this video skeptically. You can't go to sleep and think to yourself, oh, this doesn't work, I'm just trying for whatever to say. Because what's going to happen? You're going to give up trying, and you're less likely to follow everything more strictly. So you need to believe in your head, in your heart, that by following this advice, you will grow taller. You just have to believe in it. Because if you don't believe in it, you're just putting like one foot in, you're not going to get the results anyways. So you're just fucking yourself over. So if you're actually going to try this stuff and you're not going to fully believe that it's going to work, you're fucking yourself genuinely. So believe with full intention that, okay, this will work. And then go from there. The milk part comes in with, that's like this final seal. So every night or every morning, you're going to take a glass of milk and you're going to drink it. And you're going to drink it in this specific way, all right? You're going to be like, like how those old time movies used to do them when they would like drink a lot of milk. You're just gonna chug that shit, put it down, and like in your head imagine like, like I'm growing. That I believe will help you grow so much more than if you don't believe. If you're one of those like people who lack the hope, first off, I wouldn't even know why you're watching this video. I'm guessing you're just trying to find like some secret stretch to grow taller, some secret African Zimbabwe stretch that'll like lengthen your spine and help you grow like 10 inches. Like, no. This is the advice that actually works. And if you're still a little skeptical, just think about it. What would happen if you did the opposite of these steps? You think you're getting any taller? No. And of course, there will be the type of people who will be like, well, this doesn't work because people are naturally taller. Those people are genetically gifted. You are not. So you need to use your body to its full maximum potential. It's like if somebody had a speed bike, right? And they were an amateur, like they just rode the bike normally. Like they were just a normal bike rider, right? They have a speed bike. It's like somebody like that, like obviously they're gonna go fast all the time. It's a fucking speed bike. But then it's like a professional biker on a normal bike. He's gonna be able to compete with that speed bike, if not easily. It's all about using the proper tools to maximize the potential of the tools that God gave you. God has given us all a tool set. You know, maybe I am lucky that I somehow went from like 5'6" to 6'4". Maybe I am lucky in that regard. Maybe it was all my genetics. But what if it wasn't? I was that height until I was 17, and then 18, 19, that's when I hit my growth spurt. So believe what you will, or believe in this video. And the last bonus tip, like I was telling you guys, is take supplements. And by supplements, I mean like vitamins. I did take creatine when I was a little younger, but to be honest, like to be fully honest with you guys, I just stopped being able to afford creatine, and then I just didn't take creatine anymore. And then now that like I've built a good physique anyways, I don't feel like taking creatine still. But I took creatine at that time. So take supplements, or do your own research, figure out which supplements can help with growth. Don't get scammed. Don't buy like a hype pill. Figure out each individual supplement. I'll give you guys a freebie right now. Vitamin D3 and vitamin K3, those two need to go together. Otherwise, your body can't digest the vitamin D3 properly. So get those. And I would give you guys my supplement stack, but that's a brotherhood secret. So if you guys really want it, in the link below. All right, guys, see you guys later.